We are here today to honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Unfortunately, so many today see it as the official start of summer or a great time to buy a new car. If you were to ask 10 Americans what Memorial Day means, 9 out of 10 would more than likely get it wrong. But those of us here today understand the meaning of Memorial Day and can sum it up in one word: sacrifice. The steep price paid for our freedom is by so many, as you were. It's paid by so few, but for so many. It has been paid in blood, sweat, and tears, and by many selfless individuals over the course of many decades to protect our freedom and to keep us safe. Many of you sitting here today have lost a soldier, a friend, or a loved one. I too have experienced such tremendous losses. It hurts, it stings, it raises questions that will go unanswered. I can only imagine what it does to a loved one. There's some dispute as to the origin of Memorial Day, but most of it goes back to the Civil War when Americans remembered the fallen Confederate and Union soldiers. But what is indisputable is that Memorial Day is a day that remember those that have lost their lives protecting this country and its values. The National Infantry Museum is where we stand today. It is a museum that honors soldiers, past, present, and future. We see it nearly every week as hundreds of soldiers graduate from the one-station unit training. We see it in the museum itself as the proud volunteers and staff ensure the informative and educational experience. We also see it in the pavers that line the Heritage Walk. All pavers being dedicated today honor someone's military hero. And many remember us, remind us of the young men and women who have given their lives in service to this nation. While preparing my remarks, I came across the following American Legion website and would like to thank them for allowing me to utilize their works. Unlike past wars, the end of the war on terrorism will be less obvious. There will be no surrender treaty aboard a ship or in a diplomatic conference room. While wars today may be less defined, one fact is crystal clear: our enemies want us dead. Thankfully, we have the men and women of the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard postured to protect our nation. There's 186,000 service members deployed to 140 countries. The global war on terrorism has already claimed the lives of thousands of young men and women. One such man being honored here today with a paver is First Lieutenant Chase Prosnicki from Lexington, Virginia. He received countless offers for football scholarships from many of the nation's prestigious universities, but ultimately followed his childhood dream and chose West Point according to his mother, Debbie. Chase loved his country when he committed to West Point. He said, I quote, "What's better than fighting for your country? There's no thing more honorable." End of quote. Just 4 days in Afghanistan, assigned to 4th Battalion, 319th Airborne Artillery Regiment, 173rd Brigade, an IED exploded under Chase's vehicle, injuring his West Point classmate but ultimately killing Chase. Chase was 24 years old. He left his bride behind. Chase's brother Tyler has followed in his brother's footsteps and recently earned the coveted Ranger tab. I'd like to end today with a quote from General George C. Patton, a soldier who has spent much of his time and career here on Fort Benning. I quote, "It is foolish and wrong to remember those who have died. Rather, we should thank God that such men and women lived." End of quote. For without the sacrifices of those on the battlefields today, we would not enjoy the freedoms we have today.
As we dedicate these pavers, Lord, we ask that they may serve as a reminder to us of the sacrifices to the generations now and our generations to come.